Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome to another day in Azeroth. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope everybody is doing well this Wednesday. Scary Meggy, Mr. Blaster, Kilo, Valerie, Mendy, Tor, Bront, Guitar Junkie, Robert, Joao, Wayne, welcome to everyone. We are going to play some of our Night Elf Warrior today. Let's check a few housekeeping items, starting with bags. Bag space looks okay. We can probably sell some of the Green Hills of Stranglethorn pages. I don't plan to do that one. So we'll take care of inventory first. First aid is actually looking really good. Do we have any bandages made? I don't see any, so maybe we should make some bandages. We got food, it looks like, so we might be okay on food. Alright. Let's go vendor and catch a repair. Eric, good morning to you, buddy. Welcome. Empathic Nightwalker, good afternoon, good evening to you.
Hey there.
Does he have anything good? Not really.
See you around.
Okay, so I think to start things off, I want to finish off the Dark Council quest. We almost finished this on the way to Scarlet Monastery like a couple weeks ago. But then I felt like I was making the group way too long for me, and I kind of just left the quest and ran to the dungeon, so. We also have magical analysis to turn in over in the Dalaran bubble area. I think that leads back to Stranglethorn for a follow-up quest to kill Pretty Boy Duncan. I'm pretty sure that's what happens with that one. Let's mount up, because we're level 42 and we can do that kind of thing. I'm gonna go turn in this breadcrumb first to make sure I can get the follow-up eventually back in Stranglethorn, and then we'll go from there. Jamie, Karen, good evening to you both. Welcome to the stream. CNET, good morning, buddy. How are you doing today? What do we have out here? We have bruiseweed. Can I loot bruiseweed? I don't know. Yes, bruiseweed is old news. So for crafting on this character, we have alchemy at 173, but we have herbalism at 231, which is actually quite high. It's the alchemy that we've let fall really far behind. We might need to spend some money on the auction house. I kind of want to get this leveled up today. And there's no reason why this shouldn't be 225 at least. And I think we could take a look at what's in the bank, and we could take a look at what we can get on the auction house, and maybe we can get that leveled up. That would be a nice goal for this character. Did you hear me say dungeons? Not yet. I haven't said it yet.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I don't have any big plans for today.
Go with honor, friend.
What are we doing here? Okay. Okay.
Need help?
Talk to Caitlin in Booty Bay.
Be careful.
Yeah, that's the one I thought it was. Yeah, we could do some Scarlet Monastery. I'm gonna try. I need to get this quest done first, though. Like, I don't want to have this like history repeat itself, where I go to do this quest and then I have to abandon it because I'm slow. I'm slower than dirt, and everyone beats me to the dungeon. So yeah, let me do this quest, and then if you want to get a group together after that, that would be a good time since I'm out here in Southshore, and I don't know where I'm heading next. But wherever I go next, it probably won't be closer to Scarlet Monastery. And welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. Hope you're doing well. We did Razor Fen Downs. It was fun. It's a lot of travel. It's not exactly super convenient just to go and do. And then it takes forever to get everybody out there since we can't summon people. In TBC, we're going to be able to do more stuff like that. More often, I should say, because, you know, we can get 2 people out there and then we can just summon the rest of the people. But when everybody has to make the run, it makes it hard to do things like RFD on Alliance. Or things like Wailing Caverns on Alliance and stuff like that. Ember, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, there's lots of dungeons like that for Alliance. There really aren't any dungeons like that for the Horde, except for, you know, if you want to do Dead Mines. Which, the Horde doesn't care about Dead Mines. Because the Horde has enough stuff to do around that level. On the Horde side, you know, while the Alliance are only doing Dead Mines, on the Horde side, you've already done Razor Fen, or you've already done Ragefire Chasm, rather, and you're doing Wailing Caverns. So while the Alliance has the one dungeon they can do, you've already done a dungeon, and now you've got Wailing Caverns, which is a really big run. Yeah, except for races and locations, systems-wise, and like travel and dungeons, like Horde side has it better in Classic Era. Everything's harder on the Alliance side when it comes to traveling. Traveling to zones, traveling to dungeons, like everything's harder. It's the price they pay for having so many pretty races. Yeah, no one cares about Stockade either, because Stockade is such a crap dungeon that unless you're grinding XP, you don't even care about Stockade on Alliance except for getting the quest done. As a Horde player, I was never like, oh man, I really wish I could do Stockade. Think about like Shadowfang Keep, what a pain it is for Alliance to get the Shadowfang Keep and how big of a dungeon that is for such a long time. Like there's so much good loot in there. And on the Horde side, you can farm SFK, like you're right there. You got flight points that get you within moments of the dungeon entrance. On the Alliance side, you don't even have a graveyard. So you die, and you have to run from Southshore. That's how much of a pain it is to do even just like SFK on Alliance. And SFK is huge. It's huge for leveling gear. So much good leveling gear. There's a 2-handed sword, there's the axe, there's the shield, there's all the cloth pieces, the belt, the shoulders, the robe. Oh my gosh. And then like Alliance, you hardly get to do it. You know, you can do it a couple times maybe if you want to do the run. It's inequities. Big inequities between the factions. Blood Elves fix it all because then you can just play Horde side. And you can be a Blood Elf. What is this? Winter's Bite. I highly doubt I can herb this. I've never heard of it. Oh wow, I can herb it. Oh no, you didn't. Oh, bro. Bro! Right in front of me, my Winter's Bite. I had never picked Winter's Bite before, and I still haven't. Man, I should have mounted up. Cameron, I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with the stream. Tutor, good evening to you. Welcome. Report him, yes. A reason for report, mild inconvenience, completely built-in competitiveness. Alright, I got all the shadow mages I need. I don't really need to be fighting in this area. What I really need to be doing is heading back here. So now that we're done with shadow mages, let's head on down the road. Alright, we have stealth guys around here, so let's approach cautiously. Oh, snap. So much for cautiously. I tried. Are the night elves just small trolls? That's not exactly accurate, but it's not wrong. They used to be trolls. Elves, at first there was only one type of elf, which was basically like a night elf, like a high elf, night elf type deal. They were trolls that lived too close to the Well of Eternity, which was this massive font of arcane power. So, you know, after living next to the Well of Eternity for so long, the trolls started to quickly, rapidly evolve and drastically change into, like, the original Night Elves. And then for a long time, they were obviously very adept with arcane magics. But then they kind of lured the Legion to Azeroth unwittingly and kind of effed that up. That was when the Well of Eternity exploded and became the Maelstrom. And that's the Maelstrom, like that's where the Well of Eternity used to be, and everything used to be kind of one continent. Yeah, if you guys are interested about the ancient lore of Azeroth, you really just have to read Chronicle Book 1. Grab Chronicle Book 1. You can usually find it for pretty cheap. It's an amazing hardcover, full illustration, great writing. It'll walk you through from like the beginning of the cosmos through a while in Azeroth's history. Really give you the background on all the races, where they came from, how they evolved and stuff like that. I need to read Chronicle 1 again pretty soon. Maybe I'll dust it off, pull it off the shelf behind me and take it upstairs so I can give it another reread in my evening time. While my wife plays hour 300 of Monster Train 2. All right, we have to head into the house, so. I could read it live on the air. No, I can't, David. Actually, no, I can't. That is not allowed. I could get in big trouble for directly reading a published book on a YouTube channel. Big no. And trust me, if I could get away with something like that, we would have been reading excerpts from it here and there for the last couple years, because anytime something was relevant, I would probably go through the book and we could just read it together. But no, you are not allowed to do stuff like that on YouTube. And if you don't want to read, and you do prefer watching YouTube content, watch Noble's channel. Go to Noble's channel. He has a chronological playlist where he does lore videos, and that'll tell you all the lore. It won't be verbatim from Chronicle, but like all the stuff he talks about is taken from Chronicle, and he, you know, rephrases everything and retells the lore. Really good videos. Well, that was pretty easy. When I wasn't feeling rushed to like do it and get to the dungeon. Clarinet Junkie, welcome to the stream. There's a quest inside here. What is the quest inside here? Maybe I should investigate upstairs? Oh god, of course there are more enemies in here. Why wouldn't there be? I'm not sure what this quest is, guys. The Ensorcelled Parchment. I don't know if I've ever done that one. It's gonna be really hard to clear this top area, though. Like, I don't know how many guys are in that back room exactly. Maybe I can body pull just the one guy here. He seems really resistant to me body pulling him, and there's an assassin right nearby. Somehow we didn't pull the assassin. That's actually amazing. Is it in a closet upstairs? So I do have to clear upstairs. Yeah, this is going to be pretty tough. The tough part is going to be doing all this before the downstairs respawns and outside respawns. Hi there. Oh, good. This is gonna be we have to use retaliation here. I don't even know if retaliation is gonna save us necessarily. Agent Dad, welcome to the stream, buddy. Am I gonna play the shaman today? No, not today. I think today I'm gonna spend the whole day on the warrior. It's been like a week and a half since I've played the warrior. And I've been fiending for it. Let's see. No and no. Yeah, I don't know. Somewhere in here, somehow, there is a... Maybe it's downstairs in an item? Maybe it's... Oh, wait. Nope, it's not this either. I mean, there's lots of wardrobes here. I can't click on any of them. Maybe it's something back here that I missed. Aha. I found it. Yeah, it was something that I just totally overlooked. It's a weird looking chest. There we go. Okay, that starts a quest. Okay, perfect. And I think that's gonna take us back to Southshore now. Yeah, let's just go ahead and hearth out of here. That's fine. And CNET, whenever you want to do a run. Oh, great, perfect. This is perfect. Yes. Hello. Hi there. Thank you for being so freaking rude that you're gonna stab me in the back while I'm hearthing out. I don't understand. Like, who the hell taught you manners? CNET, whenever you want to do the run, man, I'd be down. I don't know how long I'm gonna stick around here or if I have to do anything else here, but yeah. Alright, I'm gonna hearth out now. Fingers crossed. Looks clear. We know looks can be deceiving. And finishing up a heroic. You guys been grinding heroics and stuff? You guys are gonna burn yourselves out on Mop before Mop even comes out. And then you're gonna get to endgame and Mop and you're gonna start doing those dungeons and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so done with 5-mans. Trust me, like trust me, I've done this exact thing before leading up to Mop, where I grind up, and I almost did it this time too. I'm like midway through burning myself out on Mop already. You're gonna get burned out. And like I say, you're gonna get burned out because Mop is gonna be more of the exact same. You know, you're gonna get the level cap in like a day or two. And then you're going to be right back to grinding heroics. It's going to be more of the same. And you're going to be pushing basically the same exact buttons. And the aesthetic differences are only going to do so much for you. Alright. Let's go turn these in. Hank, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today.
Greetings. Be careful for the Alliance. Light bless you. Go with honor, friend. Light be with you.
I get it. That's good intentions. It still won't stop you from burnout. David, mob dungeons are basically you being carried through by a mix of pandas and monks. Yes. That sounds about right. I picked up another quest up here. I think we'll just go do this one. We gotta recover 5 tomes. I think we started this one once and like maybe for some reason I abandoned the quest. See, I think we worked on it once. When we went after the knuckle bones, I think we got all the tomes, and then we have to go up here into the back area where the Yeti are at to find the worn leather book. If I've done this quest ever, I've only done it a couple times. Was Southshore destroyed in the Cataclysm? Yes. Yeah, in the Cataclysm, Hillsbrad is not a zone that the Alliance have any questing to do in. It's a completely Horde zone. Southshore has been destroyed, and worse, it's not like Southshore got destroyed and the Horde took it over. You think it would be cool if, like, Southshore became, like, something else. I was gonna say Darkshore, but we already have a Darkshore. Forsaken Shore, whatever. Like, it would be cool if they built, like, a town there, but it's stuck in this perpetual state of being burned to the ground and having bad things happening to it. You know, it's stuck in one moment right after the battle ended. And it's been frozen in that moment forever, for the last, you know, 17 years. And it's never been allowed to, like, grow into a Horde town or be reclaimed by the Alliance or anything. It's not great. Blizzard know that, but, you know. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the next revamp with the zones like Hillsbrad. Like, will it go back to being like a Horde Alliance zone? Will it just be a straight up Horde zone? Will Southshore be a Horde base? Will they have forgotten about all of these plot threads and just completely remake the zones in their own image? Maybe. Yeah, there's so many zones stuck in that one moment, like Millie's Orchard. Millie's Orchard back in the Northshire Abbey, it's still on fire. It's been on fire for 18 years. No matter how many adventurers go out there, no matter how many people put out the fires, it's like an ever fire. It's been burning for almost 2 decades. Yeah, they will. Eventually, they're going to do another remake probably after Last Titan. But you'll literally have to wait till after Last Titan to see that. So, like 4 years, right? That's about right. 2 years to get through Midnight, 2 years to get through Last Titan. In 4 years, you'll probably see the revamp hit Modern WoW. I hope it'll be really good. It's either that they're either going to remake the zones, or since Azeroth has cracked open like an egg, they'll just have to make us a different planet with different zones and different history and different lore. They might do that. And then in that case, we'll never find out if the fires were ever put out at Millie's Orchard, because the entire planet has cracked into space like an egg, spewing all the living people out into the Great Dark Beyond. So there you go. I assume then, like, even if the planet cracks apart, I assume we wouldn't simply go to a new planet. It makes much more sense that we would go to a different timeline where there is still a planet to live on, and in that case, that even that different timeline would give the devs free reign to shape the world in any way they want. They could choose to reuse old zones, they could get rid of old zones, they could make new zones, the continents could be different shapes. So like if they take it to a different timeline, even if that is still Azeroth, it can be drastically different. And so it probably won't, I wouldn't expect to see a continuation of the things that happened in Cataclysm, because Cataclysm is technically long history already. So however the remake happens, it'll just be like just completely different stuff. Amy, good morning to you and welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. I appreciate that. CNET? Alright, so I think I have more than enough time to finish this quest. We have to go back to either a building or a cave. I don't think that's in the elite area, but it might be, or it might be just close to the elite area. I think the elite area is just the ruins of Alterac. And the quest objective looks like it's outside. These guys are not coming onto me. Oh my god, they are. Why am I on their aggro? This guy ran by me with mobs. The mobs had nothing to do with me. The dude had nothing to do with me. I just happened to be fighting a different mob where he ran past me, and because aggro is so broken in this game now, I end up with his mobs because I was fighting a different mob near where they passed. These guys are fucking elites. I can't kill these guys. Oh my god. So there are elites back there, so maybe I can't go after this item. I mean, I probably could go after the item. I could probably kill the elites one at a time if I weren't jumped by two of them after fighting my own mob. Oh, they need to fix that. Like, if I didn't touch those mobs and they didn't buff me, I didn't buff them, they didn't heal me, I didn't heal them. Like, there's no way I should end up with these mobs. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't remember the game ever being like that until I think it was after Season of Discovery came out. Or maybe it was the hardcore servers that I first noticed, like, how messed up aggro was. Oh, let's see. What do the queues look like today? Apparently very empty. Oh, we're not in queue. Well, that makes sense. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this quest or not, because it seems like I'm going to need to fight elites to get back there. Yeah, these are elites. It might not be impossible. Yeah, I think it's gonna be way too much. If we were a paladin, we could do it. If we had a heal button, we could probably do it. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to clear all the way in there. Even if we can do it, it's gonna take a lot of time. We'll see how quickly we can get a group together. Maybe I have the time to peg away at these guys little by little. We're not doing bad. That was okay. We can do Uldaman. The last boss in Uldaman is level 47. So, yeah. I mean, we can go into Uldaman. At level 42, there's no way that we kill the last boss unless we have 3 people with us that are at least level 46. And because they're gonna have to basically carry us through, at least through the last boss fight, because he's quite a high level. I mean, I'd be down for trying it, but I just wouldn't expect a lot of success unless we get some higher level people in the party. Yeah, the range is, yeah. But I think the last boss is the one that is the only one that's like 47. Oh damn, that frostbolt hit hard. We gotta go into... I gotta be able to interrupt him. Yeah, we gotta interrupt him. We gotta fight the casters in Berserker stance so we can interrupt. That's why most people skip it on hardcore. That makes sense. Yeah, I'd be down to do it at some point if we want to. I mean, I'm not anywhere near it right now, I don't think. No, right now I'm quite far. So it's gonna be much easier probably to put a cathedral run together, and then if we want to do Ulda after that, we can do that. 'Cause it's gonna take time to put the run together and get out there. Shadow meld to avoid respawns. If they start respawning quickly enough that I have to worry about it, then I'm not going to be able to do this, and I'll just get out of here. Yeah, because if I get respawns too close to me anyway, it's going to be a problem. I'm kind of counting on being able to clear them fast enough that we don't have to worry about it. I'll probably have to fight on the way out or run from them on the way out, but I should be able to carve my way in without having to worry too much about it. We're killing them pretty efficiently. They're only level 36 and 37, so it makes sense. What is going on here? We got a solid chest. I'll go ahead and take that. I'm gonna take this because he's Horde. I'm in combat. How dare you put me in combat? How dare you? He's like, my chest, my chest. My chest, we're gonna see who gets this chest. I think I got it. Oh, but there's just junk in that chest. It was absolute garbage. There wasn't even a single green. It gave me a gray bow. It's karma. Alright, we got the worn leather book. We can get out of here. Yeah, maybe he already looted the good stuff from the chest. He was acting like he wanted the chest, though. He stopped attacking at the end and he was clicking at the chest. That's what made me think he hadn't looted it yet, but it's possible. There was a lot of junk in there. Could have just been a bad chest spawn. So rude, yes. It was rude of the chest to not have anything decent in it. It was fair for me to take it from him because he's Horde and I'm Alliance. I helped him kill the mob. In my opinion, he had a fair shot at the chest. I kept auto-attacking, and I still looted the chest before him. And he had stopped auto-attacking. He had a fair shot at that chest.
Time is money, friend. For real.
Well met. Light bless you. Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance.
This guy wants us to go to Ironforge for one thing and Stormwind for something else. What do I actually want to do right now? Maybe we could do some fishing since we're here in Southshore. Maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea. We can check over here and see if we can find some schools of fish. Might have to kill some murlocs to get to them. These murlocs are level 31. We could probably just avoid most of them. Usually there's lots of tide pools. We could just fish off the dock. Here we go. Oh, look at that. We filled our group. Alright, so we got 3 warriors, a paladin, and a rogue. We hate ranged classes around here. Where is everybody at? Scarlet Monastery, Cape of Stranglethorn, Fenris Isle, and Scarlet Monastery. Let's finish off this tide pool here, and then we'll head that way. We may or may not be the last person there. There's not a lot I can do. Have I heard of the fishing only level up challenge? Yeah, I saw those videos popping up on YouTube. It was pretty annoying. It's a Mr. Pandaria thing, right? Fishing only level up challenge. Equip only what you fish or something. It's very, very gimmicky. I feel like that stuff's on the verge of clickbait. But to each their own. It was cringe, yeah. Like, and here's the thing, like, some people are gonna click on that, like that episode 1, because they're gonna want to know, like, what is this about? What do you mean level up by fishing? They're gonna want to know, like, what it's about. So a lot of people are gonna click on that episode 1. I don't think you're gonna get a lot of people to stick around for a series where you level up exclusively by fishing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the next big thing in World of Warcraft, leveling. I'll tell you what, like, leveling is so boring in MoP as it is, that fishing the entire way, I mean, it probably wouldn't make it worse. My question is, like, how do you level up? Do you get XP from fishing in MoP era? Because the one I saw was, like, they only equip what they fish up. It didn't say, like, it was exclusively, like, leveling by fishing. It was like, I only wear what I fish, or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's really gimmicky. Patrick, good afternoon to you, and welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. It's a gimmick to boost ratings. Oh yeah, like I said, the episode 1s I saw seemed like they did really well on these small channels. But I'm just thinking, like, you know, you're not gonna carry... You're not going to carry it with that, like, so what's the point? Yeah, exactly, and it's MoP, so yeah, you can be a naked druid in cat form killing mobs. It's not going to make the game hard, you know what I mean? Because the leveling is already so easy. They're kind of entertaining. Yeah, I think that, right, they're kind of entertaining, exactly. That's why people click. Like I said, not really something that interests me. No, I'm not going to do one. But, yeah, if you're just looking for some ASMR, I guess, then it is what it is. SH, good evening to you, and welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. We are headed to Scarlet Monastery. We are going to do a Cath run. Oftentimes when we do this, we do 2 back-to-back, but we'll see. Maybe we'll do a Cath run, and then we'll plan to do an Uldaman run. I think we're a little bit low level for Uldaman, but if we get a couple high level people in the group, it should balance itself out. What's the best class in WoW? Panda Monk, obviously. Panda Monk. Best class in WoW. Alright, so we got a healer. That's good. The Pally is a healer. I guess if the Pally wasn't gonna heal, the group wouldn't have worked with 3 warriors and a rogue, so I kind of assumed the Pally was healing. Because they have mana and they have heal buttons, and they're not going to be very good at anything else. What's the best class? The best class is the one that you like pushing the buttons the most, buddy. That's the best class in the game. The best class in the game is the class that you play every day that you're like, man, I never get sick of pushing these buttons. Pushing these buttons is so fun. I just want to fucking do it all day. That's the best class in the game, and that's going to be different for different people. We got a warlock. We got a warlock in a run where everybody's there. Like, maybe you guys can summon me. I'm like 1 minute out. Maybe a minute and a half out. Three warriors. Let's fix our details. Boop. Oh dear god. One day we're gonna figure this out, guys. This is the only character that this happens on. No other character on either of my accounts does this with details. I've uninstalled it, I've reinstalled it, I've saved a profile, I've changed a profile. Only thing I haven't done is delete the character. That's the only thing I haven't done. If I'd have known we were gonna get a warlock, I would have just kept fishing. No one's gonna click anyway, so I'll probably be there. Dave, it's okay. You don't have to feed the trolls, man. Thanks for trying, but a troll is a troll. Will always be a troll. They're not looking for actual guidance or actual input. They just be trolling. Tanita, good afternoon to you and welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here today. CNET's got a dead mouse. I know the feeling, buddy. I know the feeling. I think I've settled on the Razer. I have the Corsair replacement for this Logitech G600 and the Naga replacement in my Amazon cart. And I think I'm gonna go with the Naga. My fear is that the Naga is wireless, and I have never used a wireless mouse for gaming before. I've always kind of swore off wireless stuff. The Corsair is wired, and like aesthetically, physically, they both look exactly the same as my Logitech G600, so I think either would work. I kind of like the design of the Naga a little bit more, even though it's wireless. But that's where I'm at on my own mouse replacement, because my mouse has still been acting up. I sprayed some condensed air into the cracks of my mouse, and it got a little bit better. But it's still having issues from time to time. The Naga lasts a week. A week is not a long time, my man. I'm never gonna remember to charge this thing. Is it batteries or does it charge? This is how much I don't know about wireless stuff, because I don't use wireless stuff. I don't know if we're still at a point where you put batteries in stuff or if you just charge the device. Remember, like, I'm gonna be using this thing for 6 or 7 hours a day. You know what I mean? You say you do office work with it as well. Like, well, welcome to my office work. Welcome to my office. Welcome to my work. I'm gonna be using it for 7 hours a day, like almost every day a week. It's rechargeable. And then sometimes they say like don't charge that stuff every day. Like the obvious thing is to say, okay, every day I'm just gonna plug it in. But they say you're not really supposed to do that. You're supposed to wear the battery out. It's like, man, I don't know. It's risky. I guess I can keep, if this mouse is still like semi-functional, I can keep this mouse on standby. Because right now no one else is going to use it. And if it's on its way out, no one else really should use it. So maybe I'll just like keep this one on standby, and then if something happens, the Naga dies midstream, I can just like plug and play. Continue on with my life. But yeah, I might try it. It might be nice to go wireless for a change, but I'm worried about it. The Naga will flash red when the battery's... Oh, that's good. I figured there'd be some kind of visual indicator telling me, like... But then again, like, if it starts flashing red at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the stream is going to go on until 6, well, in that situation, I'm probably not going to be able to use the Naga for that whole stream, right? And then I'm gonna have to swap it out. I'm gonna have to switch over to the Logitech, get that configured. Is there a computer shop near me? What's a computer shop? What's that? Is that like a physical store where I'd have to interact with a human? I don't want that. I'd rather get feedback from you guys. I don't want to go like touch it, play with it, and talk, and then have to talk to a human just to touch it and play with it. Because it looks like it's going to be very similar to the mouse I currently have, so I'm not really worried about the tactile feel. I think it'll feel fine. It'll probably feel good. It's a highly rated mouse. Some of you guys, but so I'm not really. I'm just worried about. Mainly, I'm worried about battery life in this case. And battery life is, I guess, something that I'm only going to figure out with experience with it. Oh, you could plug it into the USB-C and use it while it's... There we go. Problem solved. Thank you for clarifying. It basically, at that point, just becomes a wired mouse for the rest of that day. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go with the Naga. somehow we didn't pull those guys. I don't know how we avoided pulling them, but we did. It's raining a lot. Yeah, I heard it. We're not supposed to get any significant rain, so I wouldn't worry about it. If I start floating away down here, I'll let you know, Amy. Like, I wouldn't worry about it. They do sound like really big, really heavy raindrops, though. From what I can hear from down here, it sounds like just big old fat raindrops. The neighbor was shoveling out their drain. I don't know what that means, but maybe they shouldn't be such a wacko. I got light rain in the forecast. Nothing else. Let me know if the road starts to flood. Because the only time we have to worry is when the drains back up. And you'll know if the drains are backing up because the road will be under 1.5 feet of water. Failing that, we should be as fine as we ever are. I cleared the weeds away from our drains when I did the yard the other day. So that'll probably help. Or something. I think me and the other warrior are splitting battle show. Whenever I see that it's low or that it's not up, I try to hit it. But yeah, relying on me for something is typically a mistake. I'm not very reliable. This guy's gonna pull ads. I'm not gonna run in there. Oh, my coffee is already depressingly empty. I'm gonna have to get coffee after this run, or whatever we decide to do next. The healer said, sadly, my last mana drink. Been here too long. Dude's been here too long. It hasn't been that long of a run. He must have been doing like runs back to back to back, I assume. I don't have any mana drinks to give this guy on account of being a person that doesn't need mana. Maybe the warlock will have some extra mana drinks. this other warrior's out DPSing me, but I think he might have some better gear than I have. I don't know. But then again, for a lot of the dungeon, I haven't really been paying attention. So that's probably a factor too. It's close. It's very close. If this healer wants to do another Cath run, we can do that, and then we can go do Ulda. Maybe he wants to do Ulda with us. What level is he? He's really low. Yeah, he can't do Ulda with us. But we could do another Cath run if we want to, I suppose. I don't know if the XP in here is still really good, but we're clearing it pretty quickly. It's 214 a kill. I don't know if that's good or not. I haven't really been looking at my XP bar as we've cleared through here. But we still have rested XP to burn off. Somebody body pulled, and it wasn't me. Very nice. Seeing that you're gonna dual spec and try deep prot, that sounds like a good idea. If you have gear for it, you know. You're not gonna find me complaining. I'm gonna step away for a second and grab some coffee. While the Paley does his thing in town. Looks like the Warlock needs water too. I'll just be a minute. I'll say something at party before I get up. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, I am ready whenever. I guess I'll zone in. I'm assuming we're all set. Okay, perfect. We got 6 bubbles from the last run. Yeah, that's okay. That seems worth it. We went through here pretty quick, so I feel like it's fine. This will probably be the last time we do Cathedral, though, if we're gonna start trying to do Oldemon. Well, that was fun. He's doing whirlwind and sweeping strikes. Speaking of sweeping strikes, is he arms? Because we don't have sweeping strikes. He's got to be arms spec. Yeah, it's an arms talent, right. Yeah, it looks like he is, yeah, he's got a two-hander on. Okay, he's arms. He's doing really good damage for arms. It's all melee and sweeping strikes. Sweeping strikes is like AoE basically. It's cleave, you hit an additional target whenever you pop sweeping strikes. He has the Whirlwind Axe. Yeah, okay, the Whirlwind Axe has a proc on it where he spins. So that's why he's doing so much damage. He's got a lot of AoE damage going on. He's got Sweeping Strikes, he's got the Axe proc, and he's doing Whirlwind, obviously. Put all that together, it's like massive AoE damage. Massive for Classic era, anyway. Are the Chronicle books good? Yes. They are very good. Maybe some of the only Warcraft books that are actually good. Alright, good times. I think that's it for Scarlet Monastery for this character. I doubt we'll have to come back in here. After this, we should probably be doing things like Uldaman, and eventually we'll be doing Zul'Farrak in a handful of levels. So yeah, we will bid farewell to Scarlet Monastery. I am going to hearth out of here. We have to go to Ironforge, we have to go to Stormwind, we have a couple of breadcrumbs to turn in. And then we could either go back to Stranglethorn, I think we have a few things to do there. Or we can try to go to Tannerus or Feralus. I'd like to hit level 43. CNET, thanks for tanking that one, I appreciate it. I'd like to get to level 43 before we go into Tannerus. So let's see what we have going on. This one we can do, that's green. Zanzil's Secret, we might be able to start working on Zanzil's Secret. And apparently we... Oh, this is a breadcrumb to Theramore. Alright. To Ironforge and Stormwind first. We'll take the tram to Stormwind.
Farewell.
To try to cut down on some of the travel time. Brad, good afternoon to you, buddy. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for being here today. Brad, sorry you're not feeling well, man. Hope you get better soon. How is our herbalism doing? It's okay. Herbalism is the best thing we got going on. We're at 333 herbalism. It's alchemy that we probably need to work on. Maybe we'll take some time in Stormwind and visit the bank and pull out any herbs we have and see if we can work on alchemy a little bit. I'd like to get this closer to 225 today. Are there quests in the Explorers League for Uldaman? Yeah, probably. It sounds like a place to have quests for Uldaman. Yeah, we got one right here, Reclaimer's Treasures. Lost Dwarves. What's the quest log worth? Like 14 out of 20? We can probably afford to pick these up. Mythology of the Titans. Lost Dwarves is one. Reclaim Treasures, I think is one. Yeah, there we go. All right, with that, we can head to Stormwind. Yeah, CNET, of course, man. It was fun. We are not making that tram. We can just stay put on this side because this will be the next one that comes back. But we might be in for a little bit of a wait. Could I check the music volume? I could if there were any music in the tram. Unfortunately, after 21 years, we still don't have any tram music. So all that's going on right now is some ambient sounds. Oh yeah, we're definitely done with Cathedral, for sure. We might do Ulda today. I don't know what I want to do for the afternoon. Yesterday I kind of enjoyed splitting the stream up into 2 different streams. I don't know if I'm going to do the same thing today or not. Am I European or American? I thought it was pretty obvious by how I talk that I'm American, but yeah, I'm American. Maybe you didn't wait to hear me talk before you asked that question. Maybe that's why it wasn't obvious.
See you around.
Why do I play on EU servers? Because of scheduling. Just timing. I play during this time of day, which for me is the afternoon time. But I like to play with other people, and I like to sometimes do endgame content. So when I play on the EU servers, it's prime time for them right now. 8 o'clock server time, so I get to play WoW during the time of day that I play WoW, and I get to play during prime time on the server. So it's like a win-win. For me, at least. That's smart. It's one of the few smart things that I've ever done in this game, actually. It took me way too long to pull the trigger on the change. I wasted a lot of time not being able to raid, not being able to do endgame stuff, because I don't play at night, US time. I got other stuff going on at night. So yeah, it was smart, but it was something that took me too long to do. I play EU because I can. I'm usually not that glib. Unless someone has been very glib or ignorant with me. Typically, I'm not that glib. And if I am that glib, I'm typically joking, and then I'll give a real answer shortly after that. Because I'm typically not just a dick to people. Sometimes I can be a dick. What do I want to do? I want to do maybe do some alchemy. I don't know how invested I am in this, but let's check the bank and see what we got going on the bank in the way of alchemy materials. Looking at what we're doing with alchemy, I mean, alchemy is in a bad place right now. I don't think I can do alchemy right now. I think I have to get out to Darnassus. In order to learn any more alchemy things, which obviously we should have orange stuff to work on, which we don't right now. In order to do any more alchemy stuff, I have to get... This is why I haven't leveled alchemy. Because I have to get out to Darnassus to do it. I never go out to Darnassus. Nobody does. Nobody wants to. It's hard to get there. It's hard to get back. So maybe I won't be doing that. Maybe we'll just keep on keeping on, and I will head down to Stranglethorn.
Need help? Be careful.
Am I hyped for TBC? No. I'm looking forward to TBC, but I'm not hyped for it. It's not going to be out until spring of 2026. I don't get really hyped for things until we're really close to the release, because otherwise, like, why be excited way ahead of time? I'm really looking forward to it. It's probably my favorite version of the game, but I'm not hyped for it right now. So we got, like, you know, 9 months between now and then. An entire human being could be conceived inside of a womb during the time that we're gonna have to wait for TBC. So no reason to get excited yet. It'd be a waste of energy. Piotr, I didn't see what it was, but it sounds like a piece of plate gear. So probably anybody that can wear plate. But I didn't see it, so I'm not sure. It might have been the warrior tier set actually. It had an axe blade on the head. Yeah, that sounds like the helmet for the warrior set. CNET sounds good, man. We'll see if I make it. We'll see if I get that far. I keep wanting to be excited for MOP, but every time I think about getting on my warrior to level the warrior, I quickly decide I don't want to. Every time I think about getting on the paladin to think about grinding some heroics to get some more heirlooms, I decide that I don't really want to. It's not even that I don't want to, it's almost like I wouldn't mind doing that for like an hour. But after like an hour, it gets really boring. And so obviously, like, when the MOP zones come out, it'll probably feel new and good for a little bit. We'll just see how far I get with it. I was kind of expecting to feel a little bit more excitement, but it hasn't happened yet. We have a quest to turn in somewhere. I can never tell where we gotta go. Maybe it was on the bottom floor? What quest do you have? Tranrek and Favor for Krasik we don't need. Not down here. I have no idea. Oh, maybe he was the guy outside for Akiris Reads. No, he was not the guy outside. Okay. Maybe he's up top. I'll probably at least do what I did with Cataclysm. I'll probably at least come to a couple of raid nights, and it'll really matter. If I'm having fun with the raiding, then I'll probably keep at it, but it's gonna depend on if the raiding is actually fun. Any thoughts on this? Maybe I just don't need to turn this one in right now. Answerum's key. I don't know what this wants me to do. Do I have to talk to an NPC? Because I'm not seeing any kind of turn in. It's getting pretty confusing. Oh, here she is. She's on like the mid-level. Okay, she's hiding out.
Need help?
Alright. Let's see. Get the dagger from Pretty Boy Duncan. Yeah, right. Exactly. Okay. It might help that I've never done any other raids. As soon as I started doing the Cataclysm raids, it all came back to me. Like, and then people started having the same problems with the mechanics that I remember coaching people through like 15 years ago, and people had to learn the same fights that I had already learned, and I was like, no. This is not fun. I can't do this again. So maybe with Mop, with me never having experienced those raids, maybe it'll be different. Because I'll be learning with everybody else. Like wiping and stuff will be less frustrating because it's not a raid that I've cleared on heroic difficulty 15 years ago. And now I'm watching people struggle to learn it on normal difficulty. That was incredibly frustrating. And it was only because I had done the content so much on a harder difficulty back in the day already. Okay, let's see. I think we go after Pretty Boy Duncan first. Let's see where that quest chain leads us to. I don't really remember if there's a part after this or not. I feel like there is probably at least one more quest. We should be getting a Zandalar buff soon if we hang out. Stranglethorn Fever, what is this? Seek out Witch Doctor Umbagwa. Yeah, we can't do that one yet. That's a tough one. There's the buff. Destroy the Altar of Tides with Caitlyn's Blade. Kill Gazban and bring the Stone of Tides and Caitlyn's Blade back. Oh, okay. This was all part of the Water Island quest chain.
Be careful.
We could probably do that. Sure. Why not? Right now we need as many quests as we can possibly get. I think I'm gonna set my Hearthstone here.
Time is money.
I don't think I need it out in Southshore anymore.
Be good.
Eventually, maybe I'll just change it to Stormwind City. Karen, have a good rest of your evening. Take care. We'll see you next time. They need to put, you know what they should put into Mop? They should put Time Walking into Mop. They should put Time Walking into Mop. If I could level up a character and just like not have to do the Cataclysm dungeons at level 80, if I could do heroic level stuff and not have to do, because that's the thing is like I would get on my Paladin and grind some badges for heirloom stuff. Like that'd be a fine way to spend a little bit of time. I am so done with the Cata dungeons. I don't want to step foot in another Cata dungeon. I don't want to see Cata dungeons ever again in my life if I can avoid it. But if there was like a time walking equivalent where I could do like a different era's dungeons and I could get JP, I would do that. But yeah, as it stands, there's no way that I log that paladin in. Kind of the same thing with kind of the same thing on the warrior. Just kind of sick of the dungeons that I have access to. Dave, welcome. Thank you so much for the membership, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, and for that, I appreciate it. Tony, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the stream. It's going okay today. It's kind of a low energy day for me. At least it has been so far. Doesn't feel like that's going to change much at this point. I don't like the stone core or the underwater dungeons. The thing is, like, the dungeons are fine. I'm just sick of them. You know, how many characters do we level up through the dungeons? A lot. We did the shaman. We did the priest. We did the paladin. I feel like there was like one more in there, but I guess not. I guess it's only the 3. With the warrior being the 4th character that we were working on. And I just burned myself out. I'm just sick to death of them, you know. It's not got nothing to do with the dungeons. The dungeons are okay. Like, they're okay dungeons. I'm just tired of them. Man, we don't have all the quests for this area. I didn't get the quest for the body parts from these dudes. There's like named guys back here that I didn't get the quest for them. I guess we're just gonna work on the, you know what, maybe I should go get the quest. I didn't see the quest, but it's gotta be there somewhere. Booty Bay is a problem for me. It's always been a problem for me, like navigating Booty Bay. We're already out here. I'm just gonna kill these guys, and maybe we'll have to just come back later to do the named guy stuff. I don't know. I'm already all the way out here. Oh, this is perfect. This did not work. This did not work at all. This is the hardest, like, level bracket for me. I always struggle really hard when it comes to, like, the early level 40s. It's a motivational struggle. It's a struggle to find quests. It's a struggle to complete the quests that I do have. Like, this quest is a huge pain in the butt. And this is just kind of the worst level bracket. It's the level bracket where a lot of characters die. And by die, I mean I lose the willpower to come back to them. And there needs to be one more entire zone for level 40 to 45 stuff. If there were one more entire zone for 40 to 45 stuff, it'd be a breeze. At least I got the rare Stone Drake on my American account. Yeah, what good does that do me? You know, like, what good does that do me? Not much good. Yeah, we and that's the other thing, we did the US characters. The US characters we did a long time ago, but yeah, still. We had the warrior, and we had a paladin too. And we had a mage at level 80. The mage didn't quite make it into Cata content. I also think, obviously, it's much easier to get burned out on content when you're living through the content release for the second time. Keep in mind, I've already done Cataclysm. I was there for Pandaria, and like the only good thing about Pandaria is I've seen all the 5-mans, and then I've seen that, but I haven't seen the raids. So like the only part of Pandaria that's going to be new to me is the raids, because I've seen all the 5-mans, and I've done mythic versions of the 5-mans, and I've done time walking versions of the 5-mans, I think. So I've done the 5-mans. That's not going to be new content. But the raids will be new, and that'll be basically it. Yeah, so was I. I was there the whole time. So maybe that is like, it's probably easier to burn out on content that's not even new to you. Well, this has been fun. Oh no, what a surprise, we're dead. I really gotta find somewhere else to quest. Can I do Hinterlands? No, it's too high. Hinterlands is like a higher level. There's nowhere that I can go besides the places that we're headed to inevitably. You know, there's places like Tannerus where everything's going to be a little bit too high. There's places like Feralus where everything's going to be a little bit too high. There's nowhere good to go right now. That's the problem with vanilla leveling. Vanilla leveling has a really huge problem between like level 38 and 50. There's just a lack of quests. You start getting to a point where you do like one quest in this zone, one quest in that zone. Maybe you have to do an hour of grinding. And we've run a lot of dungeons, and even running a lot of dungeons has not helped us get ahead or even onto the leveling curve in any meaningful way. So yeah. Alright, I mean, I'm gonna keep trying at this one for a little bit. If it becomes too unbearable, I'm just gonna have to figure out something else to do. Yeah, we could go up to the island. That's level 40. That one might be possible. Lael, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for being here today. I don't know how many times I can do the same pull over and over again. How many times can you do the same thing over and over again before you learn? In my case, a lot of times. Have I tried Slam Spec? No. I've never done a Slam Spec. From what I understood about Slam Spec is it's more of like a PvP spec. But I've never really been compelled to try it. Maybe I can't fight these guys here at all. Let's try to go down to the beach. There's another area where maybe we can fight some that are on their own, so like maybe we don't have to fight 3 of them at once. We have a disease, Contagion of Rot. Time between attacks increased by 33%. Casting speed reduced by 25%. This really just annihilates our DPS. Time between attacks increased by 33% for 4 minutes. What? This seems targeted specifically to F us. The dual wield warrior. Just completely posed. I'll tell you guys what, it's almost 2:30. I'm getting hungry. I want to make some lunch and have some lunch, and then I think I'm going to come back and jump on the Tauren Shaman. Yeah, I want to level the Shaman a bit this afternoon. So I'm going to put a pin in this one right here. I know we're like so close to leveling. Sometimes you just don't get there. And I think this is going to be one of those times. So yeah, I'm going to take like a half hour. I'm going to eat. And I would love to see you guys back in a little bit for the Horde Shaman leveling. If I don't see you, have a great rest of your afternoon or evening time. And as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and hopefully we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.